So, welcome to this video where I will demonstrate how to easily fill cells in Excel when Excel recognizes a certain sequence. This function will save you a lot of time and will make you work more efficient with Excel. This function has a lot of time-saving different options, which I will demonstrate you in the video. And I hope you learn some new things and please enjoy the video. Well, let's start with a simple one. Excel can extend a series of data when it recognizes a sequence in it. And this, the simple one is just 1 and 2. It's just counting on. And when you select these two cells on the right bottom, you see this little square. When you pull over with your mouse, you see your mouse becomes a little plus sign. And when you click and drag it down, you see Excel extends this range in the same sequence. So only 1 and 2 become 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So this simple example with numbers can also be done with dates, and I will show you here. These are two dates in a sequence, only 4th of May and the 5th of May. And when I select it, I go to the right bottom, click and drag down, and you see Excel extends this range of dates. Well, here we did two examples with the following numbers or dates. But here you see two dates and there are 3 days in between. So the sequence is not the same as here. And when I do the same here, I select these two cells and I go to the right bottom. I click and drag. You see Excel extends this range in the same sequence. So here are 3 days in between. Here are 3 days in between, and so on. So this can also be done with an interval. This can also be done with a combination of, for example, a text with a number. So, for example, you see here a street name and a number behind it. This is the number 7 is missing, so it's 6, 8. And when I select these two and I fill this to the bottom, you see the numbers are counting on. Every time 1 in between, and the text is also the same. So you can drag this down and Excel will follow its sequence of the first two. Excel needs to recognize the sequence and then it can extend it. Well, these are just some simple examples. And we can also do some other things with this, with some options. Here you see two names. And you can also extend only formatting or only the values. And I will show you here. When I select these two cells, there are some names written in it, but the background is green and there are some lines around it. When I select these two and I drag it down with a plus sign, to fill them, you see the names are also filled to the bottom in the same order as the first two. The formatting is also gone to these cells with the green background and the lines around. When now I get this autofill options button, I can click it and I see some options and I can say fill formatting only. When I click this, you see the values are not in the cells which I filled down. Only the formatting, the green background and the lines are gone to these cells. So I can also extend the range without the formatting. So you see here two numbers. There are 8 in between, but there are also a green background and outer lines. I can select these two, drag them down. You see the sequences is followed by Excel. 8 in between, and also here 8 in between. But also the formatting is has gone to these cells, the green background and the outer line. And I can say here on the autofill options button, fill without formatting. So I see my range of values is extended to the bottom here to 40, but the formatting has not gone to these cells which I extended the range with. So I can extend only the formatting, which I did here, and I can also extend the range without the formatting. And another nice feature of filling cells in this way is filling cells with a double click. That only works when you use multiple columns. For example, this, I have a column with a street name and a column with a house number. The street name is everywhere the same, but here the numbers, 5 is missing, so it is 4, 6, and this will be 8, 10, and 12. When you have at least 2 columns, I can extend this range just by dragging it down, but there's a column next to it, and this has 5 filled cells. So when I go with my mouse on this little square on the right bottom, my mouse will become a plus sign, and I can double click on it. You see, Excel is automatic extending this range through to the last filled cell on the column next to it. In this case, the column next to it is on the left side, but it also works if there is a column on the right side with some values. So one more time, I can select these 2 cells, go with my mouse to the right bottom and double click. It recognizes the end of the table, and it automatically fills it down to the end. So it's also a nice feature. You can also do this with, for example, month here. I say this is January. When I only have January, and Excel doesn't need to recognize a sequence in this case, there's only January, I can just fill this cell down, only one cell, and you see all the cells are filled. In this case in Dutch, at mine, but it works in every language. Another nice feature is the flash fill, and I will demonstrate here. In an earlier video I also explained the shortcut for flash fill, which was Control Enter, but we can also use the autofill menu to flash fill. You see a column with the first names, a column with last names, and I can type the complete name in the cell next to it. When I drag down this cell, everywhere is the same value, because this is the standard way of filling cells for Excel. But you also see the autofill options button, and I can click that one and I can choose flash fill. When I choose flash fill, Excel recognizes what I've done in this cell, because I combined this first name with a last name, and Excel recognizes this and fills all the other cells in the same way using these 2 columns with a first name and a last name. This is also a feature, for example, it says first quarter. When I only fill this cell down, you see Excel makes it first, second, third and fourth quarter, and goes on with the first quarter again. Well, with, for example, the days of the week, you have also some other options. For example, well, also in Dutch again, the Monday. And when I fill this down a few cells, I get all the other days next to underneath it, but I also get again the autofill options. And for example, I can say fill weekdays. So you see there is no Sunday or Saturday in this list. Can all be done with the autofill options menu. And here is a sequence with the Monday, Wednesday, and the Friday. When I extend this, I get all other days mixed up. But when I only want the Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then again Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I can choose another option from the autofill options menu, and I say copy cells. Now you see this sequence is just copied to underneath it. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Monday, Wednesday. So again in Dutch, but you will get it, I think. So these are some nice features of filling down cells. I can also use this autofill function for another feature, for another purpose, because I can select all these cells here, and when I want to clear the whole area, I want to delete the formatting, the values in it, I can select these empty cells and I can just drag them down to here, and you see everything is clear all at once. So I will undo this for the rest of the video, but that's a tip I wanted to give you here. So thanks for watching this video about autofill cells in a certain sequence. I hope it will save you a lot of time in the future, and I also hope you learn some new things. And if you like the video, please give it a like or a comment, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more of my new videos. I will try to post on a regular basis, and thanks for watching.